Hello everybody, how are you doing? I'm the Harbinger, this is Wingspan on Steam, and soon we will be looking at our opening hand, please. Mr. AI, can you be done with your turn? There it is. Okay, here is our opening hand. Ugh. So we have, So we do have the also raven, which is a really good bird, but for if you have excess food, but it's way too early in the game to pick this thing. We have the cerulean warbler that wants you to get new bonus cards. Also, that's the kind of thing you do towards the end of the game or in the mid game. It's way too early to look for that now. We have the red-eyed vireo, which lets us play more birds, but we can't do that until we have laid eggs, so this is also not something we're gonna want to start a game with. Red-backed fairwren, the same thing as the also raven. The effect comes way too late to play it now, even though it's kind of interesting to have these guys here as possible options, because star nests are great, and also star nests are going to work pretty well for the upcoming round end goals, but yeah, it's not something I want to keep in the opening hand. And there's the northern shoveler, which lets us draw additional cards. I think this guy is going to be the name of the game here. We're gonna take this guy, we are gonna go dig for something better, and that's gonna be our current game plan. In the bird tree, we have the Pacific Black Duck. Not gonna play that. Whooping Crane gets us more bonus cards, so we can maybe go for that if we don't want to, if we don't get an engine going. And the American Robin, which is actually works pretty well together with the Northern Shoveler, because this guy lets us draw cards we don't know if we want or not, while the American Robin lets us cycle those cards into stuff we actually want. So if we can get our hands on the American Robin, I would very much like for that to happen. So, but it's not a crisis if we don't get it, so I don't think we are going to go heads over heels to try to pick it up ASAP. Let's see, what more is here? Omnivore or food web expert. We aren't picking birds for either, so just out of the gate, they are worth the same, but Omnivore Expert is much easier to have happen because there's 7% of the cards versus 10% of the cards, so this is just the best out of the gate for those. And that makes Australian Raven such a good value pick here, that since we have our Shoveler into American Robin plan going, I think we can afford to also pick this card, so that just so we're gonna have that initial value out of the gate for the combination of bonus card and birds here. I think this is great, and then we can play. No, we are not gonna play you. We're gonna play down the Northern Shoveler, and let's play you for these, yes. And then, if we can get the Whooping Crane and the American Robin here, that's gonna be really good for us, because this is also an Omnivore Expert that gives us more bonus cards, and then that gives us more stuff to do, while we can also have this guy we wanted. Opponents played apparently the Baltimore Oriole. 9-pointer gives everybody cherries. It's a really, it's a really nice bird to play. I really like to play it when I can have the chance. So yeah, happy to get these two birds. Get another card here. Blacktail Godwit. So we are drawing quite a few bonus card birds here. So maybe that's the direction we are going here. We are getting bonus card actions. Yeah, I don't mind that. Another thing I maybe don't mind is maybe picking up the Grey Warbler here, and using that in conjunction with the American Robin, so that we can get we can get up to this place over here. That way we are much closer to the third food dice here, and we get their prisoner. It's the main reason it's that it's a star nest for both of these things that we were talking about earlier. It's also another bird for the final round end goal, and it's it's a trigger for this thing that doesn't cost us an additional bird play. So I think this is a great play for that, and since it has the egg discount, we can play it before we are laying eggs, which is great. The house wren here doesn't have that same trait, so it's much less good in compared to the warbler. It's also only a single correct bird for these round angles, and yeah, I think we are fine. We're only picking the warbler here. We also need something to cycle to the robin down the line. So let's see what this is. Peaceful dove. I don't think we are too eager to play out the peaceful dove here. So let's see what we happen down the line. Bronze cowbird. Now things are falling into place here, so we can play out these two, do some cycling, get some food, play the bronze cowbird, get 3 eggs every now and then when the opponent goes into the grasslands, and yeah, okay, let's play out the warbler into the American robin here. And then we are cycling the peaceful dove. I don't think we want to pick up either of these. Then we're playing out the bronze cowbird, and we are probably also going to be laying eggs manually here. Now, one thing that's playing this guy and laying eggs means that we aren't getting on board for the first round end goal here. Is that something we are worried about? In theory, we could also maybe put down the Aussie Raven first. Opponent just laid eggs, so they are probably not going to lay eggs in very soon. So they are probably not. So we are not in a hurry to play out the bronze cowbird to get that first free egg. So maybe we want to go for the Aussie Raven first, just so we can get something down here that we can activate and lay more eggs on. That might be a thing. Yeah, let's take food while thinking about that. In that case, I kinda also want to get this done in a single thing here. Do we? I think we. I don't want to sack either of these though. The thing is, if we sack either of these cards, we can't cycle something. Maybe we draw more cards first. We are gonna need more cards down the line anyway. So yeah, let's. Oh, white-throated swift. Now that's a perfect reason for us to draw first. We get a much cheaper bird to play, and it's a much better bird to play with regards of gaining eggs every time we activate her. So really happy about that. Let's take that and the nectar. Then we are gonna tuck the blue jay and draw something random here. Horsefield's bronze cuckoo. Don't care too much about getting this out, I think. Nah, it lays eggs in the same in the grey robber's nest as well, but I much rather want to have the bronze cowbird, since it also lays into the robin, which are more birds for these things. Now, white-throated swift first. Gonna play with nectar since we need to spend them, and then we are gonna spend the final action here to lay 2 eggs on the swift and a 3rd egg on the robin, I will think. Yeah. Tuck the no, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it to robin. There is a chance that the opponent will give us eggs to a specific nest type, and in that case we want to have available egg space on the star nest. Great blue heron. No, okay. Australian ibis is interesting to us. We have it's an omnivore, so it's a 7-pointer, and it gives additional points every activation. So that's certainly something we are considering. But I also think we want to play out these 2 bonus card guys, just so we know what kind of more birds we are looking to per hours to play, so if they pop up here, we want to pick them up. Great Blue Heron is a bird that's really great to play together with other birds, just to get more points from the play and to get more birds out on the board for free. So let's plan to do that. We're gonna need 2 foods to get out the black-tailed godwit here. So take the grain, take the nectar, take a rodent. Yeah. Wait. Take the nectar. Take the rodent. What's my thinking here? I don't know. Let's play out the whooping crane first, I think. Then we take the peaceful dove, pick up the great blue heron, just in case we want it. And let's see. Now the opponent. Oh, the opponent has laid so many eggs. We should have had the bronze cowbird down. Should we just play it now, just to be somewhat safe? I guess it's okay. We know that we kind of want to have this out anyway, so if the opponent continues to lay eggs, we will get the bonus from now. I should have been paying more attention to what the opponent was doing here. Now they're taking food. Okay. Then we're taking this and that. And now we don't have anything to cycle. This is 9, this is 8, this is 7, this is a bonus 5 for the action. I think the black-tailed godwit is the one that goes there. Not tucking cards when you can tuck cards to cycle them. It's costing you points, so you should always be doing that, unless you have a really good reason not to tuck a specific card, because that's also a thing that okay, and then you need to activate it again, and then you still need a card to activate. So yeah, let's do the great blue heron into the whooping crane, or do the Australian ibis just now. Can also do that. Let's do this. That way we can take more eggs with activations here. If we play out these 2 birds here, we can't play more birds here until we have to lay more eggs. So we lose out the option of going here. Not that we want to sacrifice cards and foods for this, since we can spend them for these birds anyway. Yeah. But we get to activate the ibis first. Then we are putting stuff into the robin here. Look at cards. Do we want to care about the red-backed ferret now? It's basically a 6-pointer, which isn't really that good for us. So I think we tuck the red battlebird, keep this as an option to maybe find later. And we tuck the mountain chickadee, get another egg down there, and then we can down the line spend these eggs for more cards if we need. So yeah, just so always tuck a card here when we have the option to. Then I think we'll go here, draw some more cards. So we have options to tuck to the robin down the line. Now we have 3 more Vrybel. Okay, that is great, because we are gonna draw more bonus cards, and we will know a little bit more about the bonus cards if we want to keep both of them, for example. So that's cool. Then we have 2 cards, so we can afford to we have a surplus of 2 cards we don't consider playing here, so we can afford to toss one of them to get ahead on the action here. So this, and not take nectars because it's the round end. Cycle this guy, pick up green heron. Meh, that's the new cycle card. We're looking good to play out to get the fishmonger card. We have 4 guys that eat fish already, for example. Opponent won out on that thing, but they were also going heavy on eggs, so they kind of deserved the win there. Yeah, okay. Grey catbird, hello. That can be a very good one to have in the in over here. I think we still want to play out these guys first though, so let's do this. Eat egg out of the American robin, since we want to build up eggs in these nests for now. Then we are playing out the whooping crane. And let's see here. Visionary leader or site selection expert. Columns matching trio of nests. Basically we want more star nests, and both of these are really bad for us. I guess we can put Australian raven up here. Visionary leader ain't horrible. It's just that we need to spend. It basically forces us to spend 2 actions to draw 4 cards. So we'll have 8 cards, and we can't turn those cards into points. So basically, if you have 8 unspent cards at the end of the game, you get almost 1 point for each of them. So it's like worse than tucking these cards, and you need to have a lot of them. So that's why I don't like this card. Cards can always be just spent as eggs and foods and stuff, so cards in hand shouldn't be worth these little points here. So I think we're gonna go with site selection expert here. Yeah, it's bad for us, but it's at least not 0 points in a comparison. Then the question is, do we want to pick up the catbird? The catbird or the barred sparrow is actually also a decent possible pick here. It's a little bit late in the game to pick the barred sparrow. Yeah. Let's see, what do we have available to us? Born swallow. It's a tuck bird. It's a little bit late to make this guy be the large part of our thing here. But Plains Wanderer, hello. They will draw many bonus cards. Some of them will be good, and we can only keep one of them, but then we can pick up more of them later. So that's a nice combo here. Happy with that. American Bittern doesn't really work for us at it. I don't think we are gonna have the fewest cards, but it's still a 7-pointer that eats fish and rodents in case that gets relevant down the line. Let's give you the egg. Then I think we play out the Plains Wanderer. It's slightly less than ideal to play it here rather than here, but we're still gonna get enough bonus cards, I think. And we want to early enough know what we want to be looking for in the bird tray. So let's discard another card there. Find 2 nectars, awesome. Then we will also take a vertebrae, I think, just so we are closer to playing these other birds we also want to play. Then we are gonna tuck the green heron. And yeah, we decided not to pick these guys, this warbler, and not also something we care about. Also not something we are caring about, sorry. We are currently in the lead for the final one, trailing in the second one here. We might need to do a proper attempt at pushing more eggs into you, if possible. Anyway, Plains Wanderer, here you go. You are played out here, and hang on. Yeah, we're gonna have enough time to spend more nectar later. So that's that first. Eat these eggs, and see here. Okay, so wetland scientist. Yeah, we can make that work. That's 5 points. Birds with large wingspans. Yeah, American Britain is also counting for that. Ecologist is also going to be worth quite a few points at the end of the game. We're gonna play out a bird here, so that's 6, and we are also very maybe playing out birds here and here as well. So this is probably 8 points. This is probably 8 points. So yeah, there are gonna be plenty cards for the rival to find down the line. I think I'll take ecologist for now, because this is a guaranteed 6, while this is gonna be a 7 if we play the rival. And if we play the rival, we can just pick up the wetland scientist from that. Is that the correct thinking here? Yeah, because secondary we are going to pick the ecologist or the large bird specialist next turn anyway, or next attempt anyway. There are few turns left though. We could just write to or punch it in the bag that we are going to play these two guys. We could also plan to specifically play this guy. Yeah, I'm going to take ecologist just because I think there's a chance that we aren't. We also don't want to spend stuff here for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what. There's a feeling deep inside me that there might be a reason that we aren't playing them. So yeah, there was that. Let's see. Do we try to join the opponent at 5 here, or do we just play our own game? I think we just play our own game. Work towards playing out the Aussie Raven. Then we are... Or we can play with the rival here now. We kind of want the specific nest type because of site selection expert to also work. Yeah, let's get food. Play the Aussie Raven. That way we can worry about what bird we're gonna play here after next turn when we know what's in the bird tray. So I think that's reasonable. I love a good Odin Skull, but it's a little bit too late. It's a little bit too late. We have no engine here, so putting it down, it's just at most this is going to be worth 6 points before we remove eggs. So yeah, too late to be played. Play that in there for a healthy 1 point bonus on site selection expert. Play that for this and get some nectars into there. And yeah, let's pay these foods. We reasoning there being that we need 2 vertebrae and only 1 rodent, so it's gonna be easier to get the foods we need this way. Now, do we care about either of those? I don't think we do. So then we are taking food. We are gonna need to take food twice to get enough food for these things. So let's just start doing that. There are some nectars. Let's take you. Aussie Shoveler, not gonna be played. Ideally, we want one of these nest type birds to help us out in the forest if we could get it. But yeah, it's gonna be hard to make it happen. Do we re-roll and hope to either get fish, rodent, and or rodent as well, just in the hopes to maybe, yeah, then we can maybe get a nectar, and we got that nectar. So yeah, that was no reasonable thing to do. Ruby Crown Kinglet's not gonna be played. It's just worth too little at this end stage of the game, even though opponent might catch us here. Yeah, only at 87 points, but I think we have a distinct possibility to gain a lot more points now that we are gonna fill out more of these bonus cards and get more bonus cards and stuff. So yeah, first up, Rybill, gonna play you for a nectar and a vertebrae here. I'm gonna play you for these 2 eggs. We don't actually have enough eggs to do everything we would have wanted if we got a final word also, so that's a thing. Let's see. Okay, there weren't actually that many good cards for us here. So yeah. However, we are gonna take a wetland scientist. It's gonna give us 7 points or 4 additional points when we play out the American Bittern. So that's just a solid choice here, I think. We could also maybe go for this guy, which will also be filled out with the American Bittern, but it's just worth 1 less points. So wetland scientist it is. And I think then we are playing out the Bittern, like this. Crossing our fingers that we might get the free food or something from the opponent. If we do, we are really lucky, because then we can sacrifice that food for additional egg. Because we're not gonna sacrifice Ruby Crown Kinglet because we want to tuck it to here. And we did! Oh, opponent, you didn't have to, but so nice of you to do it. Then we are just gonna sacrifice that cherry, turn it into a point by doing this. Then we are gonna shuffle, draw, and tuck a grey catbird over here, and then we're gonna tuck a card to you and lay a final egg. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Final action. That's completely decent. And yeah, I guess that final point would have come from the Ulster Raven no matter what, so we didn't really have to sacrifice it to the engine to make egg there to get the points, but yeah. Ulster Raven gets no additional points. That's a shame. I still think it's worth it to play it for the Omnivore tag, the site selection tag, and all that jazz. So yeah. Also, we got to put nectars into the forest for it, so it was still a good play. Okay, let's count up how we did. Not too hopeful. We were looking really bad for points when we looked at it a few rounds before the end game there, and 54 around here. That's not promising. I think we may be around maybe 110 points. Let's see. We have 13 tucked cards, and then we nectar comes there, and yeah, 116. Okay, 116 is not too bad. It's about average, and yeah, we got some additional nice points from bonus cards there, which is always a nice way to play a game here. And yeah, we can't have engines all the time, because we just aren't gonna have that luck of the draw every time. Also, I didn't upload it, but I had a game earlier where we had the opportunity to start with the main duck pretty early, and when you don't get the combo pieces together with the really powerful cards, they just fall really flat and have worse games. And this game we had here would have beaten that game where we started with the main duck, because we didn't find synergy pieces. So you kind of need to play the birds you get. You need to play the dice as they roll, and that kind of things. Really lucky that we played the Plains Wanderer. That way we knew that there were some payouts for us in the Rybill, and there could have been other cards for the rival to pick up. So maybe, for example, if we had the card that wants you to have 4 birds that eat 3 food or something, we would certainly have already filled that. So in that case, ecologist would have been easier to fill out. Just get another one of these birds here there instead. So it was like cards like that I was kind of hoping for that the opponent might have discarded. But yeah, we had already seen most of the cards, so I don't think we should have been too hopeful. And we got these 2 best ones anyway. So that was that for today. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Harbinger, we've been playing Wingspan, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!